Kind of lives up there.
Yeah, but it's also a good place to be.
Kind of his backyard, man.
Yes. Rainforest in your backyard. That's living.
That's sweet, but it's powerful as hell.
Yes. Yeah.
Appreciate that, buddy. That's going to help a whole lot.
That's why we're here. It's part of the mission.
Mr. T.
We tell Tammy, I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye to her when we left. I was kind of rushing out the door.
Now, she's going to walk down to Dollar General after they're down there, pick up like a half gallon or gallon of milk for them, too.
Take the bus back.
Yeah. She said it's supposed to be warming up, so she's going to try to get out, see how good she does this morning.
That's
She's
good.
been in the house for the last few days, hasn't been out. Plus, she gets back, she's busy doing laundry.
Okay. It's laundry day.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting I gotta get some laundry soap. I'm out of laundry soap. But I only wash every couple of weeks, you know. I got a couple of weeks worth of clothes.
Tammy do it just once every 2 weeks.
Huh?
Once every 2 weeks.
That's about how many. I got clothes for 2 weeks, and then I get through them all, and then I wash them all.
Well, me and Tammy do. We just stretch it out over a 2 week period, then do laundry. And do the same thing. Just it's better that way, I think.
Well, I just don't have that many clothes, and as often as possible, I don't wear any clothes at all, so it's harder in the winter.
And yeah, well, that's your dryer, right?
Yes.
See, the thing a lot of people don't know on those, why a lot of them go bad. A lot of people in the world don't know either. And you gotta keep that freaking lint trap on that sucker cleaned out, or it's gonna burn up, get hot, and stop working.
I know about the lint trap.
My sister didn't know that. She gave me and Tammy a dryer once.
And it was totally full.
She said the only thing it takes forever for clothes to get dry. Right there.
You never.
She don't know. My sister couldn't. She didn't know where the lint trap was on it. Tammy found the lint trap. Said, "Yeah, damn thing was full of lint."
Yes.
And we used that dryer one time. Shit, probably about 2.5, 3 years in a row before it finally quit working.
That's cool.
And it was just a little bitty dryer, man. You know, little apartment size one.
My ex was a real bitch about the
I
lint
mean,
trap.
it'd take a big load, but you know, kind of small. It wasn't real big like a normal size one.
Yeah.
But the tub was just as big.
Yeah. They're handy little things.
Told her, I said, man, as long as the thing works, something to dry your clothes in.
Which is something you always need at some point is drier clothes.
Well, they come in handy in the wintertime. You don't have to stick your clothes outside to dry in freezing weather.
Oh, yeah. Frozen clothes.
Somebody come up with a good idea and they built that dryer.
Yes.
And if you give one brand new, hell, use it for some other piece of things too, man. Just don't put any chemicals in there or catch fire.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see if we can get some of those
Maybe
seeds.
use it like a freaking gigantic dehydrator, man.
I would have to ask someone who knew more science than me
Yeah.
to make sure you were doing it safe.
That's what I'm talking
if
about.
you want to dry out your
But it's
plant.
the dryer. I just got to think about that. Why couldn't a guy use a brand new one? Kind of improve on just a hair, not to make it safe for using food through it. Running food through that son of a bitch, dehydrate the food. Instead of burning gas, man. It's an electric thing.
I hear what you're saying. I don't know enough about it.
Dehydrate a bunch of meat at one time, put it in the refrigerator.
If
freeze
you
it
designed
for,
some sort of device that would go into the dryer that would hold it, that could,
Yeah, and tumbler.
yeah, that might
like
be
some
possible.
fish, you know, some little strips of fish fillets.
Or
And
jerky.
Dehydrating it, yeah.
Yeah.
Meats of any kind, like a freaking what, a roast or a freaking tenderloin, whatever.
It's an idea. I don't know enough about it, about those things. Those are not areas where I have any knowledge, so I'd have to ask somebody
We'll
else.
convert it over to a smoker, man.
There you go. I suppose I've never
That's
used
what
a
I'm talking
smoker
smoker
either.
with
So
a tumbler on it.
yeah, no.
Just have you another box built for a firebox. Run all your heat up in that there with your air duct going into the dryer. And while it's tumbling, man, it'd be smoking it, you know.
I guess I ain't gonna say that's not possible. I'm not. I don't know enough to know.
It'd be heck of a smoker, man.
Sounds like a cool thing. Yeah. Or dry clothes. So we'll check out some of those seeds and see if, I'll have to try and germinate half a dozen or so, and then if they don't, half a dozen or more. Supposed to be able to get some from Heidi.
What's the seed?
Yeah. Want to just put some in here?
Open it up.
There we go.
And not to start with?
That's enough to experiment with.
All
But
right.
let's hope there's one or two in there that's...
I'll just hang on to these, man, that way. We know
Yeah,
we still
yeah.
have some seeds we can check out.
That's right.
That's what my little garbage pail kids. That's their little trash can.
Yeah.
Check that out, man.
It is pretty cool.
It is. That's what that is.
I used to have some of these back in the
I
80s.
figured that out. You press on them sides right there and it pops open.
Cool. I used to have some of those back in the 80s that carry a pot in them,
Yeah.
That'd be your road pot.
Yeah.
And stick a little in there for head out to the party or whatever.
Yeah, then I started using papers, man. That's when I started making joints to carry with me if I'm going out on the road.
There was
While I'm traveling, especially if I'm driving by myself, driving off to another town or something.
Oh yeah, no.
Heck yeah, I have a few joints rolled up, man, for the trip.
Back in the 70s, that's what I would have done, is like roll up
That's the way to
all
use
in the
joint,
joints.
right
Yeah.
there. But
One
if you're
time-
sitting around home like you do, man, just pipe is the best way to go.
One time I went to get on an airliner, and I used to carry a metal cigarette case that was full of joints, at least 7 or 8 joints.
I know what I'm talking
And I went to get on a plane in 77, and she goes, "What's that?" It's metal. So I took it out, opened it up. She looked at it, said, "Okay, put it back." Didn't give me any shit about it at all. That's the reason I had a joint to smoke on the airliner.
Yeah. Make it look like a real cigarette.
Mm-hmm. Well, she knew it was pot. She didn't care.
Probably smell it when they open it.
She didn't care. It wasn't her job to keep you from carrying pot.
For explosives.
Well, and this is 35 years before 9/11, so
Still, it's
They
still
did,
doing
yeah.
the same job.
they were amazingly looking for weapons.
Yep.
At
Weapons
that
of any
point,
kind of destruction.
because they were still worried about hijacking back then.
Back in the days of hijackings.
The D.B. Cooper days.
There was for a while, man. Well, I can't remember the years it was, but there for a while it seemed like they was having freaking hijacking like every other week. Man.
Every few months, yeah.
Every 2 weeks they were having freaking some plane getting hijacked.
For a while there in the
What's going on
70s,
there?
it was like that.
Back in the 70s sometime.
Early 70s to the mid 70s.
Yeah.
D.B. Cooper was the most famous version. But there were always people hijacking planes to Cuba. Take this plane to Havana.
Yeah, Rio de Janeiro or something.
Big, big time back in the day.
They're going down to see Fidel.
Yes.
I met the guy that was freaking first sergeant when they went in after that dude.
Yeah.
He used to live in that old castle over there in Rosedale.
Yeah.
On Shawnee Drive, I think it is.
Yeah.
He used to be first sergeant. He was caretaker of the castle. He was first sergeant. And all that went down. And they got him.
The castle is a cool place. I used to go there. They do Halloween haunted house there every year.
One time, the rumors going around there was a guillotine top, but he said that never did happen.
Yeah.
Not here in the States, anyway. Maybe back where its original came from.
Yeah.
But not here.
No. No guillotine.
There ain't a guillotine.
But you say he was on the was he in the Bay of Pigs when they tried to invade Cuba?
He was first sergeant when they went and grabbed Fidel Castro over there.
I didn't know that story.
Just back during Vietnam or right after Vietnam or somewhere.
Yeah.
Was
I didn't hear about it.
was whoever was, you know, he was down there in the Central America, man.
Okay.
But anyway, he was one of the first sergeants when
The Contras.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's fighting all them motherfuckers.
Okay.
He's a crazy mother. He's where I learned about 45 caliber automatic pistol, the 1911 A1.
Yeah, M1911.
Yep. You can take that sumbitch and the barrel interchange with 410 shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Get a real short 410, it'll fit right in that 45 automatic hand grip.
That's interesting.
But single shot. You don't load one bullet at a time.
Well, that makes sense.
He told me that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that stuff. He said, yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of armors who do this with and don't really know that.
Huh.
45 caliber. Well, the automatic, 45 automatic, you put a 410 barrel in and fire it with the same firing pin. Yes.
I don't know anything about
wow,
guns,
man.
so I have to take your word for it. Gun people will probably either go, yeah, that's right, or
It's
no.
possible. It's possible.
I believe you.
He showed me it. He showed me it.
I believe you. I believe he showed you that. I just don't know. Guns are not my thing.
Yeah.
Except
Well,
old guns.
I learned it because military stuff.
Yeah, no, old guns.
Part
You
of
know,
my training
Winchester 73, Henry repeating rifles, LeBlanc pistols. You know, antique firearms.
Yeah.
I learned about a lot of that on Pawn Stars.
That old Steve Perry or whoever it was for Aerosmith, his favorite gun was Kentucky long rifle.
Oh yeah, I had
I can understand where he's coming from on that.
I had a relative who had a reproduction Kentucky long rifle.
I think he was like lead guitars or something like that from the group Aerosmith.
For Journey.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Perry.
Mm-hmm.
That's Journey, I think.
That's Aerosmith. I know that's for sure.
Aerosmith.
Ain't no Steven Tyler.
Huh?
Ain't no Steven Tyler of Aerosmith.
Okay. You know more than I do about that.
I learned that on what's the name of that show? The guys redid. They were firearm experts. I can't remember the shows.
Yeah.
Where I learned it at.
I believe you.